In the agreement that we've done with CSX, it actually eliminates the potential of rail ever going through Chicor Cherokee again. Right now, there's a rail line there that a year and a half ago was discussed to be open to carry coal trains through to Santee Cooper. If that rail line is removed, we'll never have those trains coming through dissecting Chicor Cherokee again. What we're proposing is an emergency exit for CSX to get out of their rail yard that would go through the Stromboli track, which is an industrial track that the old GEX was on. They've had containers stacked there. What we're proposing is that that entire 40-acre tract be purchased so that we then can do the access road for the community to the port access road, get that money, start doing the infrastructure to come with the Lamsey plan of redeveloping that area with a commercial corridor and new housing. The problem we have in that area, we have a neighborhood that is dying. And the reason it's dying is not because of the port coming in. The reason it's dying is the average age of the individuals in there is over the age of 60 of the homeowners. They are on 25-foot lots. Young couples are not moving back into that community. We've got to create an ambiance that invites young people to move back into neighborhoods. Same thing was going on in Park Circle 15 years ago.
And now a lot of young people have moved back in that area.
And that's what we've got to do in that area. But you've got to have change. Lamsey's come up with a wonderful plan, but it takes money to implement the plan. This gives us an opportunity to have the money to implement that plan. So everybody is going to benefit long term. Listen, we much rather see trains with double-stacked containers going out than trucks going through our community. But there's an aspect that people don't even stop and think about, Richard. The Mount Pleasant terminal. Everything that leaves there is drayed by truck.
Mm-hmm.
So if CSX moves their rail yard to the naval base, not all containers that are coming in that are going out by rail are coming into the new naval base facility. They'll be coming to all three of the other port locations as well, and every one of those dadgum containers are going to have to be drayed to this rail yard by a truck. If you stop and think, where was the terminal supposed to go originally?
Well, that would be Daniel Island, right?
And the state had already bought rail access right-of-way to bring in South Carolina Public Rail to handle the rail for that port. But it was decided that Daniel Island was too nice of a community for the rail yard to go, so they threw it to us in North Charleston.
Which made sense because of the old Navy base.
Right.
That's developed that and there's some industrial areas over there. Makes sense. Your thing was, well, let's do it at the southern end, not the northern end, because here's what we've been doing at the northern end.
And we were ordered by legislation to come up with an agreement. We came up with the agreement. All we're asking them to do is honor it. You know, we have our people who live in North Charleston like quality of life just like anybody else. We're not asking for anything special.
Is there any? I mean, we know what would need to be done from the other side of the table as far as compromise. Is there any more compromise that you're willing to move towards to try to avoid this legal logjam, because that could hold things up for a very long time?
As long as they honor the MOU, I'm willing to sit down and talk.